Hey everybody, Frenchin here with REIClub.com and the site you'll need as a real estate investor. Today's quick video, we're going to talk about 1031 exchanges. Now there are different types, but today we're going to be focusing mainly on delayed 1031 exchanges. Now like in all my videos, everything that I talk about I include in the description below, so we click the show more button and you can follow right along. So let's go ahead and dive right on in. Now the primary advantage of a 1031 exchange is really to preserve the investment capital by deferring payment of capital gains taxes. Now, if you sell a property rather than exchanging it, you must pay taxes on it on any recognized gain, including the state taxes. Now, capital gains tax is usually around 20 to 25% of your gain. Okay. Now, in a tax-deferred exchange, all your profits, both cash and any carrybacks, may be used to acquire another replacement property. Okay. Now, the theory behind 1031 exchanges is that when a property owner reinvests the sale proceeds into a replacement property or to another property, the taxpayer's investment is essentially still the same, only the form has changed. Let's say if they want to go from a vacant property to a commercial type property. Okay. Now for a delayed 1031 exchange, the IRS allows up to a maximum of 180 calendar days between the sale of the relinquished property to the purchase of the replacement property. Now within these 180 days, the exchange period, the investor must also properly identify a suitable replacement property. Now, there are guidelines for this that you can find on irs.gov, and they call these properties like kind, not similar in nature, but just like kind in value. Now, within 45 calendar days of closing on the sale of the relinquished property. Now, it's important you understand that these type of transactions must be set up prior to any type of closing proceedings. With the title company, if you just have a simple agreement contract signed, then you're still in luck, okay? And anything before that, you're in luck too. Now, once again, for more of the guidelines, you can go check it out at irs.gov, okay? Now, let's go and talk about some of the major benefits. Now, this is one of the few techniques available that can help you postpone or potentially eliminate taxes. It's also just a great way to scale up your business. If you're currently dealing with low-income homes, tax deed sales, or anything like that, and you're trying to gradually move into, say, commercial type properties, apartments, shopping centers, this is a great way to do so without being taxed heavily. Now, leverage, for instance, if by deferring taxes, you actually have more money, you're freeing up more money to invest in other properties without really having to wait or being penalized for it. Cash flow, investors can sell a property that is producing little or no income, such as land, and purchase a property or properties with greater cash flow performance, such as a retail shopping center. Now, management relief for those who are dealing with high maintenance type properties and want to get out, they can reinvest these types of properties and replace it with, say, a property that requires little or no management, okay, and still provides a cash flow that you can be happy with. Also, increased depreciation. Investors can exchange from a non-depreciable property, such as raw land, to a property that can be depreciated. And of course, the final benefit I want to talk to you guys about today is relocation, okay? Say if the owner of the property wants to move or say retire to a different location, they may prefer to relocate their property holdings, especially if it's like a resort type property. So you don't no longer have to worry about liquidating or management from a different city. You can exchange those into the city that you're living in to make it more manageable, okay? Now, some of the disadvantages of 1031 exchange is it does not work for all types of transactions. That's why we encourage you to consult with a tax professional to help you identify whether or not this is a good technique for you to use. Also, complex setup process, okay? More than likely, that's why we suggest you consult with a tax professional to help make sure that you set up this correctly, okay? Also, very strict IRS guidelines and deadlines, okay? And if these are not followed to the T, then you could be subject to taxation on any gains that you have, which pretty much makes this process, not go through. Of course, any additional costs, exchange fees, hiring a qualified intermediary. These are the people who actually help you with these types of transactions, and it's mandatory that you have to work with them, okay? They work directly with the government to help you make sure you're not taxed incorrectly on these types of transactions, okay? Now, if by any chance you don't really know what capital gains taxes are, I do encourage you to do research so you can fully understand the benefits of a 1031 exchange. Now, understand that every 1031 exchange transaction is different, guys. So always consult with a competent qualified intermediary, maybe a tax attorney, or even a tax advisor to determine how an exchange should be best structured to accomplish your investment objectives. Now again, guys, this is Frank Chen with REIClub.com. Do me a favor, leave comments below about what you thought about this video. Click the like button because it really does help us out. But most importantly, if you haven't already, go ahead and subscribe to our YouTube channel so we can keep you informed when brand new videos are posted every week. As usual, guys, thank you so much for your time, your continued support. I do look forward to talking to you next time. Take care, good investing, and bye-bye.